skip back sampling beat making on the Roland SP404 MK2. Skip back sampling on the SP404 MK2. How about using the Roland SP404 MK2 skip back sampling to make a full beat? That's what we're going to do today. So you hear this drum pattern that I have playing in the background. On my force, I just have a sample chopped up, and I'm playing that through the inputs of the SP. So the key of what we're going to do now is we're going to hit mark, go to our skip back, and we're going to find the sample. We're going to find the section that we just played that we liked. We're going to put a start marker there, and then we are going to create a bunch of, maybe just 4 for the video. I have like 8 different parts made, but I'm going to make 4 right now, and we're going to utilize that to show you how to make a beat using skip back, essentially resampling. So right now I'm using subpad in my skip back menu, and I used my rotary knob to zoom in. I'm using control knob 1 to set the start point. We're going to zoom in a little bit more, find the start. What's going on, guys? It's your brother O.T.G. The O.T.G's for Overtime Grind. Charles Paris, real name, no gimmicks. Hardly seen, but I'm always around. And today I have my Roland SP404 MK2, and we're utilizing skip back sampling to make a beat. Make sure that you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you check out the Roland Stimmy Pack down below. Make sure you check out the Roland SP404 Masterclass and everything I have for Roland at my Gumroad. This is how you could support the channel. The freest thing that you could do is just like this video or comment. All right, so I have gate set up, and right now I'm going to go back to my simple drum pattern that I have, just a 2-bar loop, 4-bar loop. And I'm going to just audition sample parts. Now, inside of the Roland SP404 MK2 is a thing called skip back sampling. If you go to your utility, you can set it for long. I have mine set for long, so it does like a minute plus of whatever audio is going through the SP404 MK2. It saves the last minute or so in the memory. Now, what this allows you to do is to kind of play freely. You can audition samples, you can play your piano, you could do whatever. See, we hit skip back, which is the mark button. And you want to make sure you have that selected, because you might have the looper selected, but you could definitely use skip back sampling. Now, you're going to use subpad to press play. You can use your rotary knob to zoom in. And you could get it, what I want to do is get it started right on the 1. Just like that. Then I'm going to hit record, and I'm going to choose a pad, and it's going to save it to a pad. And so now I still have my gate on, because if I want to play these samples from the pads, I could play them and just do the switching of the sample myself. So say I want to resample myself playing these pads, I could do it. I have different parts. But what if I wanted to add them to a sequence? Well, I'll show you how to do that. But right now, we're to like a scene or a pattern. I'll show you how to do that. The key is to know that we have our drum set at our our drums are inside of our SP404. That's where they're playing. So we could go sub out drums. We could go do whatever we want to do. But right now, I'm just playing a simple drum loop, kick and a snare. And I sampled that kick and the snare from the KO2. You know, we're doing 30 days of videos. You know, so right now, this is day 3 of June. You know, make sure that you subscribe, like, share. Make sure if you're going to miss out, you go get your masterclass. As soon as I upload these videos to YouTube, they get uploaded to the masterclass. You get an email and you can watch them commercial free right from your phone. So now we're doing the same thing. We have our part that we like. We're going to zoom in. We are going to get that queued up right on the one. And now that we got that, we're going to hit record and we're going to save it. I'm going to do one more. I'm going to do one more just to show you guys. And you see now we could switch to whichever one we want. And the key is, because I played it longer, I know that I have at least 2 loops or 3 loops of the same thing playing afterwards. Which, in a live situation, if I was going to play this beat, that definitely, if I want to play it out, that would definitely play a part to know that. And for when I am going to set this up via patterns, this is going to make sure we have room if I needed to adjust my BPM. Even though this says 90, you know, and that's what it's reading, the project is set at 82.2. We're going to set this 4th one up. I can see I'm having some chop problems. So while this is going on, make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you check out the masterclass. That definitely helps. Make sure you check out the Rolling Stimmy Pack. Check out the Rolling Stash. You know, you get that Stimmy Pack, you get over $100 worth of samples and access to different things for just $25. So, you know, make sure you check that out. That is a great way to make sure you have a lot of the sounds and same things I'm going to have on this video going forward. All kinds of weapons, different kinds of one-shots to really take your production to the next level. All right. You can always go get your free backgrounds. You could buy the backgrounds. I have a bunch more. I've loaded almost 100 different backgrounds for you to choose. You can check that out. It's a free video on my Gumroad. And you could get a free set of wallpapers for your SP404 and a free drum kit. All right. So right now I want to audition the other patterns that I already have from these samples. So you can see I have a bunch of different ones. It's 5 different layers, 5 different patterns already just from playing these chops prior. And then we're going to add another 4, which is going to give us 9 different parts. So the easiest way that I do it is just copy one pattern to another pad. I hit shift and record. I go to my TR rec. I will go and remove the one loop that I have playing. So it says pad 9 is playing. I'll take it off. We'll go back to our bank. And I want pad 1 to play. Now I'll turn the gate off. And now I will just plug it in. And boom, we have that. Now we have a perfect loop. And so now I'll go out. Let's copy pad 14 to 15. So that's pattern 14 to pattern 15. We hit shift and record. We're going to hit sub pad. We're going to take off the note that's playing. Hit sub pad. Select our second sound we recorded in. Turn off the gate. Perfect loop. Exit. Let's do it again so you can see it. Oh, first we need to make sure all of those are on a mute group. So I'm going to hit shift pad 8. We're going to go to an empty bank, add those to a mute group. So now they shut each other off. When we switch to the next pattern, shift and record. Let's take off the note that's playing. Sub pad, select 3, turn off the gate. Put that on pad 1, perfect loop. Exit. You know, let's make one more for pad 4. Let's hit copy and move that up to pattern 5. And now, if I hit shift, record, take off the note, hit sub pad, select pad 4, turn off the gate, perfect loop. Now we have 9 patterns. And all this happened from skip back sampling. And I could come back and play hi-hats underneath. We could come back and add more drums at 808. We can add effects. But utilizing skip back sampling is another way to creatively make some beats or get some ideas down that maybe you wouldn't try. You know, I know in a perfect world we don't want our drums baked in with the sample, but man, it's just another possibility. You could do that with pianos. You could do that with whatever it is you're trying to play, instruments. So now let's press hold, go to pattern select, and let's just select it. I'm going to start with the empty drum pattern, and then I'm just going to add each pattern, let it play one time. Let's hit sub pad so it'll play. And now if I wanted to resample that out, I could. If I want to play effects over it, I could. If I wanted to add more to it, I could. But this is how you can make a beat really easy using skip back sampling and any exterior sound sources that you might have in your SP404. Just simply make a drum pattern, put it on a pattern, turn it on, you know, play some stuff from your external synthesizer or keyboard or sampler, and then skip back sample, line it up, TR rec it, put it in a pattern, put those patterns in a chain. Now you got a beat. Like, share, subscribe, comment. It's O.T.G.